I got a few minutes here before I have to leave and go pick up a few auction things, of course. Right. And so this morning, I just wanted to come over and hit on some things. Um, close this out. There's some auction stuff here, and um, I don't know, gonna kind of be a fast one going through it. Grafe auctions. I've not been on here. I mean, I've been on here obviously, but I've not seen anything of value to me. Um, the distribution centers here for Office Depot. Yes, there's nothing near me. I mean, I just can't get up and drive to Minnesota for anything. Um, Mundelein, yeah, it's just north of Chicago. Um, there wasn't honestly. I looked through there. Get me excited, you know. Now I'll tell you this: the jump zone. I did like this one. Um, this is their big inflatable, which is I think it's based off cars. Is that well, the pictures don't enlarge very well. That's the sucky part. Anyway, so this is they got one big inflatable and they got a playpen, right? You put your kids in the roundabout. You got some tables and stuff. Obviously, this place was not a very big, um, you know, wasn't a big place of business to just have that. Now, this ice cream container, that's cool. You got your icy. Um, so yeah, that part was okay, but the rest of it, I'm not interested. And that's not enough for me to run up there. Just an equipment sale, Chicago. I didn't get excited. Um, an electrical company out of Texas closing. This would, for resale value, because it's a company, they got more to it than you understand. So this would be of value. A lot of tools in here. Um, some big hex bolts. Some loose scrap metal, fuel lines. Those are cool. Fuel tank. Woo, that's a bit much. Uh, Jacks. Well, they got their pictures sideways, and I don't think they understand that. That's it. Yeah, honestly, I mean, if I was local, I'd be interested, but I'm not, so I'm just not. Um, their Grafe is funny. They'll just have stuff pop up and bam, it's out. But I'm just not gonna be interested. Let's see here. Auctions near me. Let's go 250 miles. All right, I am on high bid. I have found some things. Um, well, I don't get their search function don't work. Hang on, something ain't right. Okay. Oh, 736. Let's bring that down to 100 miles. All right, 152 restaurant auction up in Indy. An estate auction, tools and more. That's today at 4, St. Paris, Ohio. I don't know where that is, but um, the downside is you got to go in and load this thing uh, for every auction company to get the right pictures. Um, I don't know. This don't really look like an estate sale. MMA looks kind of honestly like a flea market sale. What I would think to find at a flea market. I don't. I mean, you got some toolboxes. Toolboxes wouldn't be bad. Um, if they all got stuff in them, full of tools. Now, see, that wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be bad at all. Let's see here. Okay, this is up past Dayton. Um, so yeah, I mean, that would to me, if you're going to do anything, I would try to go in and just buy up all the tools, knowing I'm going to go to the flea market. See, this does not, I don't know, maybe they're doing it at their place, but I don't get it. I'm thinking of an estate sale at a house, but maybe they took it to their warehouse to get it out so the people can sell it. Because they're going to charge more money, right? Ryobi. Man, that's a nice lot of Ryobi tools. I'm going to be honest with you. That is a nice lot of Ryobi tools. Man, look at them batteries. You got 2 batteries there. Man, that actually, you know, it ain't worth the drive for me, but boy, it'll make you want to bid on other things. A little drill press. Uh, Curious as to what the pickup date is. Auction details. Tomorrow 9 to 1. Today 4 to 8. Yeah, that ain't gonna work for me. Let's go back. Um, every time you scroll through, they change the main picture. It messes me up. Um, I'm not sure what this is. Um, Being there's so many companies, it's hard to understand who's just having an auction, who's who doing an estate sale. A lot of them really don't describe all of that in detail. Connorsville, Franklin County logging dispersal. Tomorrow. Lawnmower. There's 2 trailers. Big RV. And that's it. Uh, in it to win it. Now, here you go. Live estate, living estate sale. They're getting rid of everything. Dang. That's a nice car. That's some nice older fans. You don't want to stick those fingers in that puppy. Volkswagen Touareg. Hmm. Well, outside of the car, I mean, there's just not up for the jewelry. Estate closeout. Police department. Here we go. Let's see what the police department has. You got these big old printers, buddy. Now that's an X chair, I can tell you that much. But I'll tell you this, the resale on them is not good. They're not. They're not selling hot selling chairs. If they're new, that might be okay. But I tell you what, I've got some I've been sitting on for a while. And filing cabinets. No, Lord, look at that. 0 bids. That's right. Filing cabinets. Stay away. If you need a desk, here you go. They'll probably give it to you just to take it out, get it out from under their hair. Yeah, nothing. Okay, this is Amazon Overstock. Um, honestly, I'd tell you, you got to just go in and look and see what's got the highest bid. $37.82. Just not there. You know, River City auction. Car hauler generator. Single owner estate sale. Here you go. No, it looks like a small trailer. They got a forklift. That's whatever. I don't know. Look like a good generator to me, but okay. Uh, they got stuff for sure, but doesn't mean any of it is of interest. Welders hats. Yep, that's not. Uh All right, that's it on this one here. Let's slide over to Bid Spotter. Ah, you suck. I did not. Ah, man, I switched on that. Sorry. I'm gonna have to delete that one out, ain't I? Okay, going on today. Springfield, Ohio. Didn't see much out of that one. It's just hard to. If I type in some keywords, and if nothing actually comes up, you know, sometimes you just don't get out there to check on everything. Um, Here up in Muskegon, BTM, they have some good stuff up there. You got to get there to get it. And if you're not going to get there, you just you have to close your eyes and move on. Um, this here from Computer Age. Um, they got some CNC machines, they got some metals. So that part, it wasn't new, and I wasn't, you know, as I got to going through this, it's like, well, no, there's really for me, there's nothing. Um, that's just how it is. Nothing against them. It's they gonna auction it off no matter what. Um, Wixom, Michigan. This is tomorrow. Uh, Now this RV, they had some really cool stuff, and I'm familiar with some of it because I see it coming through fast track and whatever. These are going to be odd sizes, and in this case, 12 volt, 115 volt. Things that are going to be meant to run on the um RV, camper, whatever. So uh, they have some really cool stuff. Um, Here's some small ice makers. Um, Microwaves, the stoves. But then you get into specific parts, and I can't, this 18 boxes of something, I just can't deal with that. The stoves would be okay. Um, what your the solar panels, okay. You get everything for the solar panels. Um, but you get into some things that, you get into the short bed mattresses, um, and this other stuff that honestly I just can't picture who's gonna buy it. I just can't picture it at all. Um, but and that's what ought to be honest with you. That's the one thing you should keep in mind is who's the buyer of this stuff. Okay, motors. Uh, you just get those times when you can't get out of town, you know, and I want to start picking up these motors. It's just the drive time to Muskegon is really not going to work for me. Um, but there's a nice set of motors, some used. Um, I I would think if they were bad, they would just left them on the equipment, or else they were in to be repaired. This company here, this 6-day sale, my guess is that they're having a series of auctions over 6 days, not one auction for 6 days. And they've got a lot of, offshore drilling. So good luck to them, but I haven't messed with it. Now I'm here in Cincinnati, so for me, I I checked this out. Um, um, diamond wheel cutters, dresser cutter set. Here's uh, cutting wheels or grind. I'm not sure what they are. Um, O-ring kits. All the measurement tools. I don't know. I'd have to be in bulk. Get your air compressor, some jacks. Jacks. Last fall there was a billion of them. Now that's disappeared, and the price has gone up a little bit. Cullets. Of course, the big tools. Anyway, that was it for this one. Um, you're not going to be impressed with every auction every day. That absolute truth. Um, Harvey's Grocery in Florida. Okay, Transformers. This one's been setting up here for a while. It's for me, it's not impressive, but it's just me. Now, this here, I think I've already hit on this auction here. This down in Halls, Tennessee. They've got a lot of butterfly valves, etc. Um, Here's a bunch of motors. Um, I'm going to say these are used, but they probably know. I mean, I'm sure these guys know where the money's at in this business. When you're breaking down your company, you're going to know you know, what to take off, what not. Now, I do know I looked at these the vacuum pumps. That stuff's most all of it is used, but functional. Yeah, some of that doesn't, that looks like what was taken out the stock room. I like the diaphragm pumps. I saw some from a pharmaceutical company a while back, and those suckers retailed at $11,000. I and then I lost track of it. I wasn't registered at the time. I wanted to see at least where they ended, and I did not do that. I don't know. Tool Supply Company. I looked at them when they first posted. Um, See, I'd be like this here. I'd be interested in some of the things. I like the T-handled wrenches. Um, you got those organizers. Um, all the drill bits. So if you could go snatching all those things up, go to the flea market, it'd be a good deal for you. Um, you know, that's a nice chuck right there. I mean, those are, or I forget what they're called. Um, Looks like some decent equipment, but unfortunately, again, I am not interested because it's just so far, and I just don't want to jump in on this auction. All right. Let's see. I haven't looked at these here. There's Oregon CIA. I've seen stuff from the CIA. Screw air compressor, big generators. Ooh, lawnmower. I like that, buddy. I'd like to be in on some of that, but I'm not. You know, I don't get it with this. They've had a bunch of these here with the garages. You got to have a trailer, big. You got to have a big heavy duty truck um, for most all of that. Wow, big trowel, huh? Fencing, pallets, gold mining. You got a rock bar. Okay, the buildings. Yeah, there's some stuff here. This would be a cool auction. Okay, now they're throwing this out. You know, these guys they get those little um backhoes and stuff somewhere. So school buses, '06 and a 99. That's some nice trucks right there. Forestry crew transport. Dang. I bet that costs some big bucks right there. Oh, these little trikey things. I like them little buses, man. Those are so cool. Hey, you know, even if it's just to look at, I'd like to have one just to park in the driveway. RVs, trucks, man. This you know, Artie RS5. Okay. Ah, man. I'd love to be in. Wish you were near, baby. I'd be looking at this Subaru or the Highlander for the family. Let me tell you. Um, Dang, man, they got some vehicles out there. And the last page just because. Okay, bucket stuff. Yeah. Let it end. Okay, where are we at here? Okay. No. Uh a cupcake store. I guess it's for cupcakes, right? So if you're a cupcake, this is your store. Vermont, 1,600 vehicles. Dang, I'd like to see that one. I looked up this here College Park. Um, didn't see, wasn't that thrilled with it. Fort Lee, Virginia, man, I think that was an Army thing right there. Coldwater, Michigan, case welding and fabrication. I swear they've had some other auctions, but um, Crown Picker orders. Eh. Oh, we giant lift equipment. Dang. Stuff from Honda. There's only a couple. Food processing, pizzeria. Wow, stone tile, dude. That's a lot of heavy stuff, man. That ain't for me. Metabolic maintenance. Liquid filling, tanks, mixers, totes, labelers, single port chargers, aerospace CNC. Dang. South that they put this deposit on that's Health Industrial. That's what I bought some stuff through them. In fact, I want to see something. No, that's all they got right there. They auctioned some stuff off for a company. I bought some stuff and I want to see when they got more stuff out there. Um, Loudon, Tennessee, photography. It's a small auction right outside. I think it's right outside of Knoxville. Okay. Aircraft parts manufacturer machine shop. Ceased Bakery. This was cool. They had a lot of Coca-Cola stuff in there. Popcorn, tortillas, Denver. Uh, we'll call it quits after this one here. All right, guys. So I'm gonna have to edit. I didn't screen share a page, so I'm gonna take that out, and I'll get this thing posted up here soon. All right. Thank you, and he's out.